Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Bukan main grafiknya. Gue restart lagi deh. Ngeri banget grafiknya coy. Series. Ya udahlah, pecah-pecah dikit nggak apa-apa lah. Nah, Center 808 emang enak ya. Lebih enak 1-0 sih. Yang lebih enak 1-0 ya guys ya. Dadadadang. -145. Natlan. Oke, kita dari sini ke Muhahaha. Jauh, Bambang. Buset ini jauhnya. Jauhnya bukan main ini. Darara, titik panorama. Wih, mantap. Ya, langsung saja kita questnya terakhir nih. Oh, harus ini selesai dulu ya bagian 1 ya. Kisah kesukuan. Oke, kita ke sana dulu.
What could the children be up to?
Wah, ini perjalanannya.
Let them do
Ini
as
apa
they
lagi, guys?
please.
Bisa terbang. Oh, ya udah gue isi dulu. Cara naik ke atasnya gimana nih? Lu bisa manjat gak? Bisa manjat gak? Gak bisa manjat. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 jatuh dong. Set dah. Ngeh. Dari sini aja kita pulang. Jauh, guys. Buset, buset. Udahlah, gue jalan aja. Eh, ngeri juga tempatnya. Full tebing ya, guys ya. Harus ke ujung sana. Kita cari waypoint dulu. Ngeng. Nah, ini ada waypoint 1. Lanjut. Perjalanan kita masih jauh. Jauh. Bukan main jauhnya. Sepertinya di dalam ada waypoint. Gue cari waypoint dulu. Apa ini? Aduh, gua salah sentuh aja, guys. Tempat upacara yang tersesat di gelapnya malam telah masuk dalam arsip. Oh, apa tuh setan? Terus gue gimana cara keluarnya nih? Tuh waypointnya di mana, coy? Di dalam tah? Di luar? Gue di mana nih? Gak ada di dalam berarti waypointnya. Cara kesana gimana? Oh, kita masuk lewat situ tadi ya. Ke sini mungkin. Di sini tidak ada jalan. Hai. Gak ada jalan, oi. Oke, kita lanjut dulu perjalanannya. Aduh.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see. What could the children be up to? Never mind. Let them do as they please.
Lanjut. Ada yang ngechat nggak? Oh, nggak ada. Seperti biasa lah gue. Kalau live Genshin gue nanya, jawab sendiri ya guys ya. Itu cara kesananya gimana coy? Aduh, buset. Ngeri. Jalan aja dah. Kita hadapi tantangan ini. Entah apa yang bakal kita hadapi. Sepertinya gue melihat tebing yang bagus untuk dipanjat. Ya istirahat dulu di sini. Gak tahu kita lewat mana ya memanjatnya. Gue melihat tebing yang bagus untuk dipanjat guys. Cuma di sini aja ya guys ya. Yang ada tempat-tempat banyak istirahatnya. Lagi dikit. Yuk istirahat dulu. Ke situ ke sana. Geser. Oke, istirahat. Kita lihat ke atas lagi. Oh, ini udah oh ini masih ada lagi satu peristirahatan ya guys ya. Bisa sih nih. Buset. Ini nggak ngotak buat tebingnya. Tuh. Coy. Pakai makhluk terbang tadi, tapi gue nggak tahu cara makainya, guys. Nah, akhirnya. Udah gue tandai dulu tambang-tambang di sini. Gali. Hai. Jadi gara-gara dia. Gara-gara. Patung sevennya mana noy? Kita ke patung seven dulu. Open map lah. Hehehehe. Tong Sevennya mana coy? Hah? Tong Sevennya di mana? Di bawah. Nih gimana nih? Oh di sana. Masih di atas ya guys ya. Gua nggak mau manjat lagi pokoknya.
Huh? What's that sound? Seems like it's coming from that bridge.
Tuh. Yaudah gua keluar dulu. Ya apa lagi laut-laut. Apa nih? Kesana berarti. Hai cewek kok sendiri? Lah nangis si cewek. Kesempatan godain dia guys. Pas cewek lagi sedih.
The warriors of the Flower Feather clan are a proud bunch who never show their vulnerability in
Lalochan.
public, even if they've gone wingless.
Pejuang bunga suku bersayap.
Good
Oh
to see you
Kaska.
again, Traveler and Paimon. Before we
Kaska udah di
begin,
sini aja
let's
deh.
get a little further away before Koyer notices us.
So, that girl on the bridge, Koyer, you said? Should she really be on her own right now? With the mental state she's in, it just seems risky.
Don't worry. That's exactly why I'm here. Elder Alpa sent me to keep an eye on her. If she does attempt the unthinkable, I'll swoop in and catch her. I doubt it'll come to that, though. She's a fighter. A warrior and, well, in the Flower Feather clan, there's an elite flying squad made up of Kukasaur riders. But it's an extremely selective squad. To become a rider, you need to undergo a trial, where you not only demonstrate mastery of the relevant skills, but also win the approval of the Kukasaur.
Pujosaurus yang mana itu?
Very few candidates make it through the process. Koyer
Jadadang.
spent years training for her most recent
Terus
attempt,
kamu bilang dia sudah
but
tanpa sayap.
unfortunately she didn't pass.
Maksudnya?
Sometimes, after multiple failed attempts to pass the flying tests and win the Kukasaur's approval, people get so they resolve to quit trying for good. We call those people the wingless.
Do they get expelled?
What? No, of course not. They're still prized warriors. We have a saying. Just as the Kukasaur treasures every feather on its body, so the tribe treasures. This hits even harder in the wake of the war. All of our young warriors carry the. Besides, every Kukasaur falls from its nest before it learns to fly. It's practically a rite of passage. Likewise for the wingless, we always hold out hope that one day, when they're ready, they'll rekindle their dreams and keep trying. Until then, all we can do is quietly watch over them from a distance. just like I'm doing now.
Mhm.
Ah, okay. Paimon hopes she'll get back on her feet soon.
Well, from the sound of her whistling, her confidence has been seriously shaken. Yeah. People from my tribe call to their saurian companions by whistling or blowing a horn. So it sounds like Koyer was trying to summon a Kukasaur to practice her flying. But the Kukasaurs are an even prouder bunch than our warriors. They would never respond to a lackluster whistle like that. First she failed the trial, and now she's struggling to even summon a Kukasaur. That's only going to hurt her confidence further. And getting trapped in that vicious circle is the kind of thing that'll make people go wingless.
Surely there must be something we can do to help.
That's very kind of you. Koyer's flying skills are up to par, but mentally she's stuck in a rut. If she wants to return to the sky, she has to overcome that for herself. I'm going to lay low nearby, just in case she takes a turn for the worse. Let me give you a tour around the tribe once this is all over.
Koyer still isn't giving up, even though Chaska said that she has to do.
Tanpa sayap dimulai bagian 1. Lah. Ah. Quest story ya? Buset, nggak bisa malam ini mas selesai mas. Aduh. Ini quest story coy.
It's a Kukasaur. Oh, I was beginning to think you'd. Excuse me? Would you mind if we did some flying I think I know where I went wrong in the test now. I need to maintain a high. Also, I really want to try some stall turns and cobra maneuvers.
Gawat ditunggangi oleh orang saja belum pernah, apalagi sambil disuruh gerak kayak gitu waktunya kabur.
Huh? That sounded like a whistle. Is some. Hey! Wait! Wait!
Do you think Koyer's feeling better now? Let's go to that bridge and check.
PHP. Memberi harapan palsu si Jorogen ini jadinya. Kita nggak perlu tunggangi ya, kita masuk ke badannya langsung.
Chaska! I summoned a Kukasaur! They do still respond. Although,
Oh, really? That is...
you're right.
Hey, Chaska, how's Koyer doing?
Huh? Who are you? And how do you know my name?
These are my, friends. You came up in conversation the other day because I was telling them about up-and-coming...
Oh, the traveler, huh? So that's you. What do you mean up and coming? I'm closer to being wingless than I am to passing the trial. Anyway, we haven't met before, have we? You look so familiar somehow.
Maybe you saw him in the stadium? Or anywhere, really. He's been...
If you say so.
Ya, kemungkinan besar.
Koyer, Chaska.
Alpha.
Here you are. I've been looking everywhere for you two.
Oh, Elder Alpa! What's the...
I thought I should tell you myself. We're going to
redo them? How come? This is so...
It's embarrassing to admit, but due to time, so we redid the inspection afterwards. and found a number. This was entirely.
Oh,
Chaska, these people you're with, are they the traveler and Paimon?
Huh? You've heard of us?
I have indeed. Gathering intel is an essential part of being a warrior. Plus, you've already made quite a name for your.
Hospitality? That includes food, right?
Of course it does. If you let us host you, you'll be treated quite lavishly. Mighty warriors are highly revered in our tribe. Besides, we still owe you for your help during the war. Without you, we would have suffered far worse at the hands of the Abyss. So I like the chance to show you our gratitude on behalf of the whole tribe.
Yo, sama-sama.
Mighty warriors, plural? So Paimon counts too? Paimon's starting to like you a lot.
Paimon ada maunya
That
nih.
should go without saying. Your flying skills are the envy of our tribe.
Dia masuk akal
Our
sih.
Feather clan seems like a really nice bunch of people. We definitely need to take her up on this offer.
Well, I'd love to stay, but I'm afraid I still have to inform the other candidates about the retrials. With our younger generation's future on the line, there's no time to lose.
wait, Elder Alpa. Let me help. The sooner everyone gets the news, the better.
Very well. In that case, Chaska, could I leave you to entertain our guests?
Sure thing.
Okay. Let's meet by the obsidian totem pole later. Collier, let's get going.
Okay.
Waduh, quest story lagi nih.
All right, they're out of earshot. I'm just gonna come out and ask. That Kukasaur who responded to Koyer's call. I grew up with these creatures. His whole demeanor seemed less like a Kukasaur and more like, well, you. He looked very flustered, and judging by the look, it's all right. You're the kind of person I'd still trust, even if you had
Malah jadi
superpowers.
gosip
I think
kita.
the ends justify the means in this case. She just lacked confidence, and if you hadn't intervened, I likely would have
Untungnya
gotten my
semua
mom.
berakhir baik.
Anyway, if you're free now, how about I give you that tour I promised?
Kemana nih? Oh, belum pernah ke sana kita. Woi, di atas. Aduh, Bambang, bisa naik balon nggak? Hehe, boleh. Yeay. Hai. Gua kira isi artefak wortel doang isi coy.
Ready? I'm gonna get you! Uh-oh. Are they fighting? Should we try and break them up?
They're fine. Just doing their daily combat training.
That training? A little young for that, aren't they?
Not to us. We're a tribe of warriors. In ancient times, we were the most elite troop, and even though times have changed, we've kept our mark.
Hey, is that Chaska?
Traska, you're back!
Oh, can you come train with us?
Now's not a good time, I'm afraid. I'm
Oh,
showing the
Klaska
traveler
dari
Paimon
suku
around.
ini ya.
The Traveler and Paimon? Wait, you mean that legendary warrior and legendary flying expert?
Legendary? Yep.
Awesome. It's so cool that you can fly without having to ride a Kukusaur. Even Chaska could only do that for short distances. Mr. Traveler, can you teach me some cool sword tricks?
Oh, Mr. Traveler! My family's shop makes the best volcano cake! You gotta try it!
Let's behave ourselves, everyone. These people are here as our guests. They're going to meet Elder Alpa, Kotini. Instead of being jealous of other people's talents, why not work on developing your own? Kapak, there's no point in trying any cool sword tricks until you've mastered the basics. Have you done all your sword drills today? and Yatlan. Easy does it, okay? Not every conversation has to turn into you plugging the family business.
Okay.
Sorry about those kids. They just got overexcited when they heard your name. This is a volcano cake that Yatlan forced into my hands. She said to think of it as an apology gift.
Whoa,
Mm.
it smells amazing! Traveler, you want some?
Wangi,
That's
wangi,
good.
wangi.
By the way, Chaska, those kids
Aloof, huh? Well, but it's a terrible attitude to have as a peacemaker. Yep. Someone once told me that peace, even if sometimes the parties are.
That's true. Hey, Chaska!
Uncle Cusco knows you're back, and he's coming to get you.
Oh, thanks. Traveler, Paimon. Gotta dash. I'll meet you at the
Wait, are you running away?
First rule of conflict resolution? Grab the fan and run.
Trust Chas.
Sorry about this. Just.
Waypoint dulu. Kita ke sana.
A golden-haired outlander and a white flying object. You must be the traveler in Paimon. I heard Chaska was with you, but I suppose she's run away again, has she?
Sorry,
Who am I? Only her father. She's supposed to go for a checkup every 3 months to see how her abyss condition is doing. We both agreed on it, but she's already Yes, she got exposed to abyssal energy as a young child. Then her birth parents abandoned her. It's lucky those wild cuckoosaurs found her when they did, or she wouldn't have made it. They took her under their wing, and eventually, some riders out on patrol spotted her and brought her back to the tribe. But the moment you took your eyes off her, she'd be getting herself into a fight, or she'd run away to be with the Saurians. She seemed to prefer them to her own kind. She might as well have been a Saurian in human form.
that must be the aloof period she mentioned, right?
We later discovered that her exposure to the abyss had planted seeds of conflict, but ultimately, she's
Kaska
the
Cusco.
only one who can control.
Don't worry
Duh.
about her.
Yes, I'm well aware of that. It's just, every checkup she's been to, they find new cuts and bruises. Nothing to do with the abyss, of course. Oh no. She's been living dangerously again. I'm sure of it. That's why.
Yeah, Paimon can see her doing that.
Oh. In the past, she always had Koichi to keep an eye on her. Now Koichi's
Ya,
gone.
cucu udah
And
mati, guys.
I don't want to lose another daughter. Chaska's been increasingly reckless since Koichi passed. It's like she's trying to make up for it somehow. Next time you see her, please tell her to be careful for me. If she doesn't want to do these checkups anymore.
Whoa, where did the time go? We should meet back up with Chaska before it gets any later. To get to the totem pole, we need to head north, right?
Lah. Apa ini? Manjat. Oh.
Hey, Chaska. Hey, Alba.
It's all right. I bet my dad talked your heads off, huh? What did he say? I was sometimes a little impulsive back then.
That's putting it mildly.
The memories. It feels like it was only yesterday when we brought you back and had Cusco and his family take you in. Back then, no one imagined this feral child would grow up to be the strongest warrior of the Flower Feather clan.
Huh? You were the one that brought Chaska back to the tribe?
That's right. Elder Alpa was already a veteran rider by then. She spotted me while patrolling from the skies and tracked down my Kukasaur mom. Mom agreed it was time I tried to re-enter human society. But I didn't know the first thing about being civilized. I clashed with everyone who had to deal with me.
And look at you now, renowned throughout the land as a peacemaker. How time flies. When the day comes that I can't fly anymore, it will be up to you to look after our tribe and our flying squad.
You know me, though. I'm not a natural commander. I'm better off as a lone wolf on the front line. So stick it out at least a few more years, okay? Give Koyer and the others time to come into their own.
Oh, stop.
Wait, so isn't the leader just the strongest warrior in the tribe? At least Paimon figured that's how your tribe would work.
Strength is certainly a core tenet in the Flower Feather clan. But strength means far more than martial prowess alone.
If it all came down to individual strength, I'd struggle to call myself a warrior, let alone a member of the flying squad. Any fighter in the tribe could take me down. Well, sorry to disappoint you. It was something I aspired to at one point. So much so that I went adventuring in the
Apa sih
Cinder
ini?
City, Ashkanatlan, to try and prove myself. But it was foolish of me. I wasn't ready. I came back empty-handed and seriously injured. The fact that I survived was something, I suppose. But after that, I never seriously considered myself a strong fighter.
And yet, you still managed to become the leader of the flying squad, thanks to your experience and determination. All while battling those old injuries. Don't you think that's a display of strength in its own right?
Let's shelve this discussion for now. Traveler, Paimon, there are some simple refreshments on the table. Please help yourselves.
Yes! Paimon was waiting for that part! They were for the snack stomach. The refreshment stomach still has plenty of space. Paimon is so full.
Paimon
If you're
kekenyangan.
enjoying our hospitality, feel free to stay with us as long as you like.
Elder Alpa? There's, something's come up.
Hmm?
What happened? Is it serious? Shall I deal with it?
It's... Some merchants showed up, not from our tribe. They said they're here to discuss some potential collaboration with us. Why now? This is terrible timing. There are a few wingless that we haven't managed to reach yet, and we still
Let me handle the other errands while you meet with the merchants. You shouldn't be trying to do everything at your age.
You should help too. Seems only fair after all that food we ate.
Huh. Well, much obliged. Cheska, the remaining wingless are all people you know. Let's see. Pishika now manages the floating target balloons. Waska's probably still addicted to eyes on the feathered prize, and Junon spends her days up on the flying platform, staring at the Cinder City. I'll leave you to tell them the news.
Mhm.
Are you sure you don't want to reconsider, Pashika?
I appreciate it, boss. But honestly, I'm pretty happy with my life nowadays.
Pashika, they're redoing the flying trials. Huh? Mutoda?
Ah, did Alpa send you? I was just telling Pashika the news, actually. The way things are with the tribe these days? I mean, you don't need me to tell you. This here is no future for a seasoned warrior like you.
Ah, come on, boss. Do you have any idea how long it's been? I've been wingless for years now. I'm not cut out for that anymore. Of course, I'll do my part if we ever need to defend the tribe. But there's really no point in me trying out for the flying squad now. I've already made my peace with it. Not everyone has what it takes to return to the sky after going wingless. Elder Alpa's perseverance is something else. And it's okay if I'm not destined for greatness. I might not have the Kukasaur's approval, but with my hot air balloons, I can still reach the skies. Handling these balloons every day, seeing how the customers react.
Finding something you love doing can be just as hard as passing the flying trial. It's worth holding on to.
Fair enough. It's your choice. I won't force you.
Oh, by the way, you should try taking a balloon ride if you've got the time. Once you've been up there for yourself, you'll... No problem. If you ever want to give it a try, you know where to find me.
Kita ke bawah lagi. Siapa lagi nyantai nih?
A retrial? What's the point? I pretty much treat life like it's a game. No Kukasaur is ever going to approve of that, no matter how many times I try.
Waskar, I can assure you, Kukasaurus wouldn't judge you for something like that.
Well, they must be judging me for something. Maybe I lack fighting spirit, or just don't have the talent. Not everyone's a natural like you. Don't waste your time on me. You'll have better luck with the ones who still have their heads in the clouds. In the meantime, I think I'm gonna...
Yeesh, there's wingless, then there's being a total lost cause.
Used to be a fierce warrior, actually. But fighting spirit alone won't win you the Kukasaurus approval.
Are all Kukasaurs so strict? The ones in floating target balloons and eyes on the feather prize seem pretty chilled out.
It's one thing to hang out and have fun, but quite another to take to the skies with a human life on your back. Giving a ride to someone who's unqualified endangers not only the rider, but also the Kukasaur themselves. If the rider makes a mistake, they both suffer the consequences. So we have a mutual understanding with the Kukasaurs. If someone...
Lagi satu. Sana. Jauh juga. Lewat sini. Mereka ngeri-ngeri kali buat tempat, guys. Wah, apa tuh? Keren.
Hey, Junan. Gazing out at Ochkanatlan again, huh?
Chaska? What are you doing here? Is something up?
The flying squad is hosting retrials again soon.
Maybe you're forgetting the definition of wingless. I've failed so many times already that I've decided to call it quits for good. I'm done. Elder Alpa always goes out of her way to come and tell me when a new trial is coming up, and it's nice of her to think of me. But nothing's gonna change. I'm not going to suddenly pass just because they're holding another trial.
They're making some big changes to the arena this time, so the flying experience should be smoother than before. Koyer's gonna try again.
No, forget it. If I was genuinely good enough to make the squad, the location shouldn't affect my chances. A true rider can fly confidently whatever the conditions, like you and Elder Alpa. Junan! They're redoing the... Huh? Chaska and the Traveler. You're already here. I guess they told you already then. Come on, let's go train together. I'm gonna sit this one out. What? Why? But you've always looked up to Elder Alpa. She went wingless after her injury and spent years drifting, but even she came back and made it in the end. If she can do it, why can't you? I mean, I don't have that kind of perseverance. And besides, the last thing I want to do is fail in front of her yet again. Oh, come on. You know you don't need to worry about that. Alright, well, how about we just treat this as you being my mentor? Then will you train with me? I mean... Enough umming and ahhing. Let's just get up in the air and figure it out as we go. Wait! Hold on, slow down. I can't keep up.
Well, that's one way to do it.
They've been best friends since they were kids. If anyone knows how to get Junan out of a rut, it's Koyer. You helped Koyer deal with her internal conflict, and now she's done the same for someone else. You know, people often talk about how one conflict leads to another and so on. But sometimes in life, things spiral in a good direction instead.
Nah, kelar juga.
It's been a few days since the battle. Hopefully the tribes are getting back to normal.
Dapat
The
primo nggak?
flower feather clan was hit the hardest.
Wah,
That's Chaska's tribe.
dapat
Maybe
primo
we should
guys.
check how everyone's doing. We might be able to help them out. We've notified all the wingless on the list now, right? Where to next?
Udah kebuka nih, oke. Wah, di sini lagi.
Wait, isn't that Yansan? Wonder what she's doing here.
Yansan.
I brought all the stuff over, Coach. What's next?
Just take it easy before the real work begins. You two are in charge of repairing the houses to the north. The rest of you should go west. The road practically crumbled beneath my feet on my way here. The whole thing will need to be reinforced.
Dia cewek.
All right, I'll start by moving the boxes over.
I'll help you. These things can get pretty heavy.
Nah, I got this. These muscles aren't just for show, you know. You see that? Perfectly defined. I can lift this stuff up with one hand.
Fine, as long as you don't wind up too sore to move tomorrow. I don't want to hear any complaints from you.
Just prepare to be amazed.
Encok.
Well, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Take him to get some rest and apply some meds. And you, take it easy for the next few days, all right? I don't want this getting worse, and don't push yourself. You can help out once you're better.
I knew I should have trained harder.
Working out is different from real work. You gotta ease into it. Anyone not have an assignment? Chief Mutoda needs our help.
Yansan!
Traveler! Paimon, what are you doing here?
Kok ada di sini?
We didn't expect to run into you in these parts.
Well, my tribe's in pretty good shape, all things considered. We're already done with all the repairs. I heard the Flower Feather clan was hit a lot worse, though, so I decided to come help. On the way, I ran into a caravan of merchants from my tribe and brought them along. These are my students. Oh, I didn't tell you before? I'm a professional trainer. I design workout plans, meal plans, all that good stuff. If you're interested in a particular sport, I'm happy to whip you into shape. Anyway, that's enough idle talk for now. A little while earlier, the chief asked me to bring a
Badannya lo
to help with
kecil.
something. Are you two
Jadi
free?
trainer dia.
As you can see, due to unforeseen circumstances, I'm short a few people.
Of course, we're also here to help. Let's go see the chief.
Perfect. Then follow me.
Nah, habis semesta menjadi satu. Interlude. Estimasi sampai jam 3. Tarara, lanjut lagi.
We made it, Chief.
Eon-san, Traveler Paimon. I'm so glad you're here.
Kalian bisa datang.
Let's just get straight to the point. Are the people behind you
Cold. So cold. I'm drowning! And there's something in the water!
He's on the ground, but it almost looks like he's trying to swim.
The abyss. The abyss is coming. There are eyes in my hands, and hands in my stomach. And my stomach is full of teeth. It ate all of you. It's coming for me too.
But we haven't been eaten. We're right here.
Monstrous beasts! How did you get in here?
As you can see, their mental state is quite poor. They went missing after the battle. We found them in the wilderness in the days that followed, but the damage had already been done. We found them unconscious in areas corrupted by abyssal tumors, lying next to their deceased comrades. My only guess is that something terrible must have happened during the battle. According to the chief of the Masters of the Nightwind, sudden exposure to a large amount of abyssal power can have mental as well as physical repercussions. We've never seen the effects this heightened before, but maybe Gasoithoth was just too powerful.
What's that?
It's the abyssal monster that appeared in the sky not too long ago. After consulting our ancient legends, we decided to call it Gasoithoth, Reaper of the Abyss.
Oh, that giant black ball? Didn't we force it to retreat, though?
True. It poses no threat to us now, but whatever wound it inflicted on these warriors still endures. We scoured all sorts of records for a solution, but nothing came of it. There was some mention of a treatment from several hundred years ago, but that knowledge...
Right! You can purify abyssal power! Might as well give it a try! It didn't work?
That must mean purifying the abyssal power within them still isn't enough. In any case, thank you for trying.
So, what can we do now? Don't tell me my friend is just gonna be like this forever?
Come back to me, Gogeta! Please, don't leave me like this!
We beat Gasoithoth! They survived the battle! Are we really just gonna sit back and watch them lose their minds?
Of course not.
What is it, Eon-san?
We'll take it case by case. First of all, we shouldn't keep them cooped up in here. The environment isn't doing them any good. Let them go where they feel comfortable, and the Traveler, Paimon, and I will talk to them.
But,
Are you sure about this?
I know
Yakin.
you're worried, but we don't have any other solution, right? Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But we won't know until we try. Well, don't just stand there. Let them go. Send someone to follow them, but don't stick too close. We just need to keep tabs on them. All right, It's up to us now. Let's talk to them one by one. This is a bad situation, but I know the warriors will find a way to pull through. After all, we've overcome so many challenges already. What's one more? Let's see. One of those guys was talking about being cold. Do you still remember him? It's not often that you see someone almost drown on dry land. Let's go talk to him.
Oke. Kita disuruh ngomong. Dia di sini. Nangis.
Found him. Hello? Can you hear me?
So dark, so cold. I want to go home.
Okay, just wait a little longer and we'll take you home. The caravan from my tribe should have brought some firewood. I think starting a bonfire might help.
Huh?
When it's dark, damp, and cold, what's better than a fire? Maybe the light and warmth will help change what he sees. Wait here while I grab some firewood.
Light. Underwater. Where is it coming from?
It's working!
Is someone there? Please save me. No, wait. You have to leave this place. The water's too deep. You won't make it.
It's okay. We brought some friends from the people of the springs. They're great swimmers. We're here to save you.
No. Please. Just leave me. Duarte.
Oh no, it's not working anymore!
Looks like the bonfire wasn't enough. That was the second time he mentioned the name Duarte. Maybe we can start there. Let's ask around and see what we can learn.
Gila, jadi psikolog kita di sini. Ini kemana Kok kemana start? Wah, nggak ada hewan nih bisa dinaikin. Tududu.
My friend, is he any better?
We're working on it. But I wanted to ask, does the name Duarte...
Duarte was the name of Otoko's Surian companion. Otoko almost drowned as a child, and Duarte was the one who saved him. He dove deep into the water and used all his strength to carry Otoko back to the surface. It was pretty touch and go, but both of them made it in the end.
That means we just need to bring Duarte here and...
Well, you see, Duarte died 4 years ago during an abyss invasion. He was helping evacuate injured warriors from the front lines, but fell to an ambush.
Wait, what do you mean?
You're right. Duarte didn't have many distinguishing features. I don't think he ever stood out next to the others.
Based on the look on your face, I'm guessing you already have a plan. All right, let's get to work. Oh, and thank you for the information. We'll do whatever we can to help your friend.
No problem. Thank you for looking out for him.
Woi, di atas. Oh, ada tangga di sana. Woi.
We're back. How are you feeling?
Duarte? How did you get here? Are you here?
It's working!
Shh.
What now? Wait, not so hard.
That hurt. Duarte, you have to get out of here. There's something.
Wait, not so hard.
That hurt. Duarte, you have to get out of here. You sense it, don't you? This place is dangerous. Still. Hearing you make that noise reminds me of our first few... You're gonna carry me out of here just like last time. Over a decade later and you're still trying to save me. I can't believe you made it this deep underwater, but once we're out of here, we're almost at the surface. People try... No. Wait. I fit...
Oh no, he's getting suspicious.
Duarte? Wait, you're not Duarte. How did I get here? Who are you people?
Toko!
Is Kaylee? What's going on? All I remember is the battle against the Abyss and then I was drowning. And a Saurian that looked like Duarte saved me.
Ya, halusinasi mental ya. Terjebak di dalam mental sendiri itu susah banget.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Go on, get some rest. Is Kaylee? We'll leave him to you. Seems like the key to getting through to them is whatever they cherish the most. Kind of like their last spark of hope. Now we know how to help. Let's take heart from this and keep going. It's coming for me. It's gonna eat. It's okay. There's nothing to fear. Gasoy thought it's no use. It will devour everyone.
Maybe it's just Paimon, but she seems to be in even worse shape than a Toko. She can talk to us, but nothing she says makes any sense. She also seems really afraid.
Afraid? Is right. I wonder what triggered it. The battle against the Abyss? Or maybe like a Toko, it's some deep-rooted fear. Alright, just like before. Let's...
Eon-san, I heard you cured a Toko? I'm so relieved. Is there anything I can do to help? If you need
Chief Mutota! Perfect timing. I was just looking for you. I wanted to ask you some...
I think you're onto something. The mental distress does seem to be connected to pre-existing fears and anxieties. Kochita doesn't like it when people talk about her past. But the situation is urgent. So, I guess I'll be the bad guy. Ian-san, do you believe there are people in this world destined for battle?
Yes, I get that feeling sometimes when I'm instructing a particularly gifted student. It's something like, wow, you were born to play this sport.
Then, what about people destined to be unfit for battle?
Huh? What do you mean?
When Kochita was little, her parents died fighting the Abyss. She was only 11 or 12 at the time, and her brother, even younger still. The two saw their parents collapse in a pool of blood as flames roared and spread all around them. Kochita trained hard to become a warrior, but still found fighting Abyss monsters too difficult to handle. She and her brother were left with severe trauma after the incident. Pain and fear that they could not get over no matter what.
But isn't Kochita one of the warriors who fought the Abyss? Didn't you find her unconscious out on the field?
Yes, we did. You see, something changed within her several years ago when the Abyss attacked our tribe and broke into her home. By the time the guards rushed to the scene, they found her standing there, weapon outstretched, hands trembling. Her brother huddling behind her for safety, and the Abyss monster dead at her feet. She didn't even look at it, and just kept repeating the same thing over and over. You're the only family I have left. I won't let anything happen to you. She became a completely different person after that. She earned a reputation as a very capable warrior, and fought countless battles against the Abyss. We all thought she overcame the trauma, and we were so happy for her. But now it seems like even if she buried it deep within herself, the fear still never left her.
Maybe fighting the Abyss was her way of making sure she wouldn't lose anyone else. Maybe the thought of experiencing that pain again scared her more than the Abyss. On the outside, her choice to fight made her seem strong, but she never forgot the trauma of that night. The Abyss just brought it back to the surface.
How can we help her?
This one is tricky. If we can find the right opportunity, then...
Quali?
Quali, what are you doing with that weapon? Show me the monster that hurt you! I'll make it pay! I'm going to protect you this time!
Calm down, Quali. That monster is already...
I can do it! I don't care what it takes! I just want her to get better. She's the only family I have left.
Family? Oh, hold on, Chief Mutota. Looks like Kochita's responding to his words.
If Quali goes to battle, the Abyss will devour him. I can't let that happen. I have to do something. But it's useless. No one can beat the Abyss. But I'm no warrior. I'm just a coward. Still, I have to protect Quali. What should I do? Kochita. Fight it. One more time?
Good idea, Traveler. Her fear of the Abyss runs deep, but she still has the will to fight. She just needs to defeat an Abyss monster by herself, and we can prove to her that the Abyss isn't indestructible, just like you said. I think it's worth a try. Plus, with us around, we can make sure she won't get hurt. Although, that also means finding an Abyss monster.
Try checking the mountains to the north. A few fled in that direction after the battle. I dispatched a team to clear them out, so most of them should be gone. But there might still be a few stragglers.
Great. Then let's go right now. Kuchita, think you can make it?
There's no turning back. I have to face it, even if it will devour me whole.
I'm coming too! I'm not letting my sister face this alone! Not anymore!
All right, then stick close. Let's go. Found him. Let's get started. Everything all right, Kuchita? You don't have to force yourself to do this. How can we make this easier for her?
You were the ones who killed them! As a kid, I thought my parents were but I can still see the image of them collapsed at my feet that night. The raging fire, the smoke, the smell of blood, the sound of my brother's cries. It's all burned into my brain. They told me to run, and I could see the fear in their eyes. I've been running from my fears ever since. But why didn't my parents run? It must have been because...
You can do it!
Because of our family. When you have someone to protect, there's no backing down. No matter what.
Yuk, ajar yuk.
Stay away from my brother!
Let's help her out!
I can do this. I have to do this.
Closing in.
Everybody stand back!
Go away!
Transfixed! Yeah!
Where are the rest? Where are they hiding?
That last strike was absolute perfection. You pulverized...
That's impossible. They were gigantic beasts crawling with eyes, ready to... No. Wait. What am I...
She's back to
Kuchita! What just happened? That is quite embarrassing. Sorry about that. I've always envied warriors who don't get scared or feel lost. It really felt like I was getting stronger over the years. But in the end, maybe
It's important to listen to your limits. Just like in training, pushing too hard will only hurt you in the long run. Everyone needs time to rest. Besides, I have a feeling you won't have to face those fears alone anymore.
Even though we're both scared of monsters, you were always the one who stepped up to protect me. But not anymore. I'm going to get stronger. From now on, we're in this together!
Is that so? Then I'll look forward to the day when you'll be all big and formidable. I finally feel like myself again. I couldn't have done it without you all. Thank you for everything. I think I'll rest here for a bit. I don't think I can make it back to the tribe just yet.
I'll keep you company.
All right, then we'll head back. I made sure to check the surrounding area for monsters, and it's all clear, so take your time. Sometimes, our fears never truly leave us. But tomorrow's a new day. As long as you keep moving forward, there will be better days to come.
Udah ngurusin orang-orang kena mental ini.
Atoko's all better. Did you hear?
Really?
Yes, really. It's all thanks to the Traveler and
I see. So all those rooms...
Kochide's getting better too.
Koichi, give me a hand for a sec.
That's 2 people down. You're an amazing problem solver. You really know how to give people hope.
Yeah, honestly, Paimon was at a complete. We only found a solution.
Most people say the first step is the hardest. I'll never get it, or might as well not.
Whoa, you're right. That makes a lot of.
Just like when I told you to eat less meat and drink. You probably heard that and thought, I can never eat meat again. I'll have to drink kale juice forever. In reality, all it takes to start is eating 2 fewer servings of glazed meat stew and adding some kale juice for nutrition. That's it. It's not about making drastic changes all at once.
That sounds like something Paimon could do, but would that really change anything?
Consistency is my ancient name, but that, at first, I also felt lost. It was only later that I realized true strength, so I began to break problems. Anyway, that's what I've learned over the years. Maybe it'll come in.
Oh, well, when you put it that way, Paimon's almost encouraged to start drinking kale juice tomorrow. No, today. You're amazing, Ansan. You really make Paimon feel like she can do the impossible. Maybe your true strength is
I don't deserve that much credit. You already have that strength within you. I'm sure you. I bet I could learn a thing or 2 from you.
Hyan-san, bad news.
Stay calm. I'll be right there. Looks like the time for conversation is over.
Guys.
What are you doing, Oko-lan? Wake up!
Don't you recognize us, my boy?
The Abyss monsters are everywhere. Everywhere. They've taken over the tribe. No corner is safe. Did we lose the battle? No. It's pointless to think about that now. A warrior only has one job. Careful! He's not himself!
Oko-lan!
Get back! I don't think he can hear us right now. We need to get him under control. Let's go!
Wah, galak juga dia.
Wretched Abyss! Get out of my truck! Mom, Dad, are gone. This is my...
Please, son, you've got to stop. You can't keep going like this.
Wretched monsters. Give me my family back! Look, Oko-lan! That's your father! He's standing right in front of you! Get out of my home! I'll never forgive you!
Apa nih?
Watch out!
Guys.
Are you alright, sir?
Please, don't hurt my son. He's...
Don't worry. We'll figure something out.
But what you other two, it's like he keeps calling us monsters.
Oh, Coatlan.
He has a fighting spirit, that's for sure. But we can't keep him unconscious forever.
Abyssal corrosion syndrome. 500 years later, and it's resurfaced again.
Siapa nih, Kapten?
Huh? That voice, it's...
So you've seen this illness before?
Direct contact with high concentrations of abyssal power causes irreversible mental trauma in most people. The exact presentation will vary according to trauma level. Some will suffer from superficial hallucinations. However, there are also those who are...
The draft of...
It's a kind of medicine that can dispel the psychological impact of the abyss. The treatment comes with severe side effects, including chronic migraines for the rest of the patient's life. So, it's reserved for the worst cases. This man is a devoted warrior. One not eat. If you trust me to be true to my word, give him this.
Wretched monsters! Setting up a net? Give me your worst. Hurry! He's away!
Please, give him the draft in his mind. All his...
Monsters! What's going on? Dad? My head hurts. I just had the strangest dream. I dreamt the Abyss took over the tribe.
It's all right, my boy. It was just a nightmare. Let's go home. You need a good night's sleep. But first, I want to thank you for saving my son. May I ask your name?
Just Capitano is fine.
I owe you more than words can say, Mr. Capitano. My name is Mune. You're welcome in my home anytime. Time to go, son. Can you stand?
I'll help you carry him back. Traveler, let's meet up later.
Thank goodness everything turned out all right.
Think nothing
Terima
of it.
kasih.
I agreed to offer you my aid, so this is merely a part of that duty. Besides, I care deeply about this land.
Right! When we were with Moika, you told us you and your soldiers defended Natlan against the Abyss 500 years ago.
That's right. My desire to protect this nation remains unchanged. When my platoon arrived in Natlan 500 years ago, like you, we were true outlanders. But as time passed, I encountered the people of this land and witnessed their desperate struggle against the Abyss. Though many of the warriors were rash and inexperienced, they were steadfast and fearless in battle, willing to do anything to protect their fellow citizens, oftentimes with complete disregard for their own survival. Just as I fought for the glory of Conria, they fought for the survival of their nation. We happened to share a common enemy, so I decided to offer my aid. We fought side by side to the very end. I traveled to many places after that, but they remember who I used to be. The Sentinel Knight, who fought with the Masters of the Nightwind. Still, I prefer to leave all that in the past. That name carries with it the glory of my homeland and the honor of Natlan. Yet, I failed to bring my soldiers home. And I failed to help Natlan defeat the Abyss.
But that's not your fault. The Abyss is way stronger than any of us imagined.
You need not comfort me. I am no longer who I once was. Let the events of the past continue to collect dust in the annals of history. I will continue to help Natlan in my own way.
Like, with the draft of lucidity? Who knew you could make medicine? Were you a doctor before?
The drought was Guthred's invention. He was a respected military doctor, as well as my trusted second-in-command. We faced a similar situation to what you witnessed today. The endless battles against the Abyss triggered delusions among the soldiers, to the point where some attempted to kill each other. In order to develop a treatment as fast as possible, Guthred used himself as a test subject. He passed away shortly after the drought was complete. That's who he was. Unrelenting in his pursuits. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. In the end, he even gave himself up for a chance at success. I'm sure he would be pleased his creation aids people even now. The Abyss has wrought enough suffering on this land. I sincerely hope this war will end soon.
Stop worrying about other people's survival, about their losses and sacrifices. You just... Please finish what you set out to do, Commander.
You're more perceptive than I imagined. However, some things are better kept secret for now. We may be working together, but our goals are not entirely aligned.
What's with the secrets all of a sudden? I'm starting to think we should be more careful around you.
I do not mean to jeopardize the trust between us. I simply prefer to keep this to myself, because it's a personal matter. All I can tell you is this. Natlan may have survived the worst of the crisis, but the souls of this land are still not at peace. And that is why my work is not yet done.
Well, if it's personal, then we'll just have to trust you.
If you have other questions, I'm willing to answer them.
Wait, like anything? Paimon wants to know how you eat with the mask. Anything you want to ask, Traveler?
Sebenarnya ada sih yang aku penasaran.
Natlan must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price, even now that the war's over and the threat to Natlan is gone.
In the garden cultivated by the gods, flowers and weeds grow side by side. When the weeds compete for nutrients in the soil, the gardener intervenes to inhibit their growth. I'm not one to pass judgment based on my own standard of right and wrong. But it is an undeniable fact that she is responsible for my suffering, as well as that of my people. If that explanation is too difficult to understand, allow me to
Iya, dibuka topengnya. Kutukan keabadian.
Death can freely define the form of death, or grant immortality to anyone she desires. Her power is a rule in and of itself. Faced with such an overwhelming level of power, it can feel hopeless to resist. But I am of the belief that, in this world, no destiny is unchangeable, no death inevitable, and no rule unbreakable.
Kayaknya di kapten gimana? Kepo gua.
Before the final moment truly arrives, we must...
Hey, Traveler. Paimon.
Sampai Paimon kaget.
Sorry. Hope I didn't interrupt anything. After helping Okot land back home, I went on a small walk and happened to run into a messenger from the Scions of the Canopy.
Oh, did something happen?
Apparently Shilonen's ready to start forging your ancient name. She needs to check the progress of your Pilgrim's Chronicle, that device she gave you before. She invited a bunch of people to be there, including me. So let's head to the stadium once...
This is a critical time for you, Traveler. It's best not to delay. So let us end. Best of luck to you all. Goodbye.
What a mysterious guy. Still, he doesn't seem quite as intimidating as before. We're basically comrades now, right? Anyway, let's head to the stadium. We shouldn't keep everyone
told us his real goal. He kind of reminds Paimon of someone we met recently. Oh, right, the Lord of the...
Jauh coy.
They just seem so tired, you know? Since they've both been alive for many centuries, do you think that's just what happens when you've been alive for too long? Sure took your sweet time. Wretched scoundrels! How dare you keep the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahulaha, waiting! Kneel before us and apologize, or we'll... Kanich, Kachina, Mualani? Woo, everyone's here!
Reunited at last. Did you miss us?
I brought candy and cookies to share. Of course we missed you. Ooh, you...
Just in time, traveler.
It's the same temperature outside. Anyway,
To be honest, a third of this amount is more than enough for my plan. I need to ask them about you, gather their thoughts and hopes. You brought the Pilgrim's Chronicle, right? Okay. The progress looks good. We have enough people, so let's get started.
Sorry I'm late.
Shaska showing up.
I had to follow a group of monsters for... When I got back, I heard about what you did for my tribe. Thank you.
The traveler deserves most of the credit. Plus, if it weren't for your help during the battle, the collective...
Okay, let's save the pleasantries for later. All right, let me remind everyone what's going to happen. I need each of you to stand before the Pilgrim's Chronicle. Your words will be recorded.
Nope.
All right, then...
hold on.
Oh, right. I need people's true thoughts and feelings. It's much more difficult...
You're right. Just like when Paimon doesn't have an... So basically you want us to leave the Pilgrim's Chronicle...
Oh, don't worry. This shouldn't...
Everything Shilonen said makes sense, but did you... Anyway, you're gonna have an ancient name soon. You're right! If only Paimon could say a few...
Well, looks like you're about to have that chance.
Shilonen, is everything all set?
Almost. We're just missing one last thing.
But Paimon's not from that land.
Oh, it doesn't matter. As a traveler's companion, your contributions are extremely important. Sorry, traveler. I just need to borrow Paimon for a second. Paimon gave us a lot, and I mean a lot of information. I'm not even sure the Lord of the Nightmare...
Well, we've been to 6 nations already.
Here, you can have the Pilgrim's Chronicle back. I'll need it when I forge the name, but you can continue your adventures in the meantime. And when the time comes, I will forge you an ancient name unlike anything that's come before, so that you, Moika, and Natlan as a whole can finally put an end to this endless war.
Selesai. Yes. Ternyata masih ada lagi, coy. Ternyata masih ada lagi. Wah. Gua kira udah kelar, guys. 10 hari. Yang lama sih. Yaudah, gue lanjut besok aja dah ya guys ya. Kita ke Liyue dulu. Selesaiin ini. Jadiin kondens aja dia ya. Habis itu ke pot. Di pot belum gue panen soalnya. Kita kondens jadi 3. Mungkin jadi 4 harusnya. Tapi ya udahlah. Kita ke pot. Mana dia Tabia nih.
We have put in much work.
9. Oke, nggak ada yang bisa dibuat. Masih banyak coy. Dua kapat 6 jupan dan 12 11 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30.
If you ever have any questions.
Sampai jumpa. Udah dulu ya. Thank you guys. Bye bye.
What should I try this time?